We now are into the semifinals. Last quarterfinal match was last match, and Rylan Willier shoots the 405 and 10 frames over Colton Uswa from Manitoba, the 226. So who do we have in our first semifinal match?
That's right. Our first semifinal match is featuring our number 2 seed, Derek Holm. He's coming off of a quarterfinal win against Tyler Titcat, winning 7 frames to 3. He's going up against our number 3 seed, Matt Harms, who just finished beating Justin Langrock. That one was an interesting one because it went 5-5 split on the points, and he ended up winning in pinfall.
Yeah, so that's our only match so far we've had a couple that
we've had a couple, but he's the only one who's still in our competition.
Yeah, and Derek shot a 324 his game, and he's throwing hot, and he was throwing hot last night. So
that's right. This one could be an interesting one to see who comes out on top, especially when these two guys are two of the two that are qualified highest in the spread.
All right, here we go. Our first semifinal match. We have 4 guys left.
This match, we have Derek Holm versus Matt Harms going up for $200 a frame. Prize money has now doubled.
Yeah, so we total of $2,000 this match.
So Matt Harms is our number 3 seed, and Derek Holm is number 2. So Derek has chosen to let Matt go throw first, and Matt gets up on the lane and throws a bomb right off the start. Derek's coming off a massive game in game 1, I believe.
324. Yes.
324.
8 frames to 2 over Tyler.
Oh, you just can't get that corner pin to go. So Matt's going to come out to an early lead and take frame 1.
Oh, that's the frame you're going to do it?
You might as well do it there. That's right. It's not in the middle on a run of anything. It's not.
Opened his first frame last time, too.
Yeah, he did. And it's not for any count on a strike, so you might as well put it there.
This is a rematch of the Manitoba Open final. Derek won the Manitoba Open, and Matt Harms was second.
That's right. A little bit of redemption for Matt?
Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe Derek has his number, and we'll see.
That's right.
Yeah, he got that out on the lane too far.
And you could tell by his body language, he knew it instantly with that turnaround, just knowing exactly what was going to happen with that shot.
Derek's actually, he goes pretty quick when he cleans up his head pins.
That's true.
He's pretty accurate, though.
Yeah.
Punches the 3-pin for a 13 count.
So definitely not what he wanted to do in frame 2, but it also potentially doesn't have to hurt him at this point. All depend on what Matt does. These two are also really close in our 5-pin universe rankings. Matt Harms has 420 points in 13th, and Derek Holm has 430 points in 11th. So they're right neck and neck in the 5-pin universe rankings. They're number 2 and number 3 qualifier on the championship tour, so they're right neck and neck there.
Yep, Matt with the early lead here too.
Just seems like he's really calm and in his shot right now. And then there's that head pin.
The dreaded equalizer, right?
Dreaded equalizer, which gives Derek the opening so that he can make it, instead of being down 3 frames, he could potentially just be at 2-1, and then it's neck and neck.
He cherries the 3-pin. That was on the nose, I guess.
Yeah, it was. So look to clean up that side, and then we have a carry. Oh, no, this was frame 3. That's right.
Yeah. Little opening for Derek. See if he can jump through the door.
Yeah. All right.
Just about got the extra 2 there. That happened a couple times last night.
It did, yeah. It's a little bit of back and forth here. Derek with a couple different shots to capitalize on that opening.
Now's the time.
Oh, and another punch for Derek. So he is going to need to clean up this head pin to get that point, and we'll see another frame where less than a mark is winning.
I mean, if you can clean up that head pin, it's a rewarding frame.
It is, yeah.
It's not just throwing one ball to get a strike. You have to throw 3.
You have to throw 3 well-executed shots.
Not get a bad break.
And not get a bad break.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's both sides, so he's going to get a little bit of a gift there.
He's on the board.
And he's on the board with a point.
2 frames to 1.
We haven't seen a strike yet from Derek. Corner pin and 2 head pins, so he's going to be really looking to make a little adjustment here, I think, and just make sure that he's executing that shot all the way through.
Scared to talk. It's so quiet in here.
There's the strike that we know and love from him. So Matt's going to be looking to match that with a nice bomb of his own.
It's amazing how it just can flip-flop back and forth so much.
Yeah, it just goes back and forth. And he throws the strike as well. In 4, we have our first carryover of the match. This next frame is now worth $400.
Starting to add up now.
I was going to say, it adds up real quick at this point.
Oh, and another head pin there. Clean it up, right? Clean up the wood.
Cleans up the first side.
And we've seen it's important to get them all here.
And goes and gets the other side. So that 15 could come in handy for him. I'd have to say, like, as a competitor, when you see your opponent get that 15, whether it's a head pin or a 5, it's got to be a nice feeling when you get on the lane knowing that, like, okay, if I throw the strike, I get it. And then if you don't throw the strike, you have another chance with the spare.
Yeah, it's not like if I don't, I'm screwed.
And then even if you don't get that and you get 15, at the very worst, it's a carryover. And there's the strike to get frame 5.
2 frames. So he's got the 3-2 lead. $600 to $400.
That's right. All right, Derek looking to keep that momentum going. He has the double working. He's going to want to continue because this is going to be a big one for pinfall in case it comes down to that 5-5 split.
Come on, come on. Yeah, great.
Bomb.
And there's the bomb. Another great shot by Derek Holm. I think he's finally found it. Had that rough start with those 3 frames, but made an adjustment, and it seems to be working.
It's funny, both guys are very similar games. They both have 3 strikes and 2 headpins. It's just how you get them, right?
It's just how you get them, yeah.
The order of things.
Sometimes that's the biggest thing.
Got a little cheerleader here. Amazing.
Matt gets the push on his strike in frame 6 to just get that corner pin fallen over.
Got a third commentator here.
Little Mason.
He's cheering on Uncle D. Another carryover here, right?
Yep. Frame 6 is a carryover, and Matt's going to want to set the tone for frame 7.
See if he made an adjustment on this lane at all. Yeah.
Massive strike for Matt Harms.
He just keeps clawing and scratching.
He is. You know what? And that's what he needs to do here, because even though Derek is running some strikes together, he's forcing at the very, like, even if Derek throws a strike, it's just another carryover. He's not down after that. He's not, you know, losing any ground. So he needs to just keep throwing his shot. See what happens. And another head pin for Derek.
Okay, so that's a 2-frame. for
Matt now goes up
4-3.
4-3, yeah. Derek's wasting no time on the lanes. He's just picking up balls and throwing them at those pins since it doesn't matter for the point, even though pinfall is still pretty close.
But that's what I was saying. He always does that.
Yeah.
So it might look like he's throwing balls away, but that's what he does.
Yeah, I think at this point he's just so accurate that he doesn't really need to set for those shots, right? So it's not necessarily he's throwing balls away even though he's throwing them quickly. He's just wasting no time to move on to the next frame and put that frame behind him.
Yeah.
Here we go, D. Come on out.
Now it's go time too. Oh, the dreaded 13 chop.
Just was a little bit tight on that head pin. Looking for the spare conversion here.
Oh.
Which he just squeaks out.
Not sure if he thought he got that one.
Yeah, by the comment to the pins while it was going down the lane and the little shrug to Matt on his way off, I don't think he did think it was going, but
No.
sometimes you get lucky. Strike here for Matt is going to put him up 5 frames to 3. Spare will make another carryover.
And get a bit of a cushion in pinfall. Oh, wow.
Oh, and he gets another good strike that just everything topples over. That puts him in a good position with this match. There's 2 frames to go. He has 5 frames secured. So at worst, he'll tie in points. And he does have the advantage in pinfall.
Yep. I mean, the difference at the moment is just Derek has 3 head pins and Matt has 2.
That's right. So that one was also pretty heavy. Couldn't quite get it to convert all the way to the strike, but
He must be rolling in good.
he's got to
good
have some
breaks.
good stuff on there because he's had a few good breaks. He's already won $1,000 in this match
Nope.
and misses the spare in 9.
Yeah, that leaves a little door open, though.
It definitely leaves the door open. So 13 in frame 9 for Matt. Derek has 3 chances to better that.
All right, Gee, here we go, buddy. Like you can now.
So Derek can bang out for 272, and Matt has 240 right now. So if Derek bangs out, he'll force Matt to throw a double.
Right. And Derek, you can see right before he got up on the lane, he was looking over to the side where our scoreboard is, and he was doing that math of what can I max out at if I bang out and get to that tie 5-5 split? Can I win this match? Likes to know exactly where it stands before he goes up and throws the shot.
Not having the extra pressure in this frame's got to help.
Oh,
So that
Roasted.
corner spin, if he spares it, he'll win the frame.
He's got to bang out now. He's only got 255, and Matt's got 240. So he bangs out. He's got to hope Matt punches.
So if he bangs out,
Uh-oh, now it's over.
Now it's over, yeah. I was going to say, we could have got to that point where they would have tied in points and tied in pinfall and had to do that 9-10.
You need to pick this for the win of the frame at least.
There we go. So Matt is up on the lane. He can max out at a 275. Derek Holm, he can max out at
240.
240. So
Unless Matt fouls.
this one is over.
You bet.
Yeah.
Matt Harm's going to the final for the second time.
With 2 5-5s.
Yeah.
He hasn't actually won a match in Pin's game yet. He's
won it
come
on
down to the
total.
pinfall both times that he has been in this tournament so far.
Now he's just grinding out 270s basically.
Well, I guess that's only if Derek Holm wins frame 10.
Yeah.
He could potentially win this one still.
Yeah, 30 count.
Right.
Well, I mean, he's already forcing him to
Yeah.
get a mark.
And a head pin for Derek to finish, which is kind of just the tell of his game.
5 head pin, 215. So Matt needs a 21 or higher.
Matt knows there's really no pressure on this frame. He can just go up, free wheel. Punches a head pin. So Derek does win frame 10. It is a 5-5 split, but Derek did lose pinfall, so this one is going to go to Matt Harms.
Wow.
Our only BC competitor still
Just
in
getting the job done,
the
eh?
tournament. Yeah, he's grinding his way out. You know, he's not winning commandingly, but he's just doing enough to make sure he gets to the next round.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit different approach than some of our other finalists, like Rylan, who just goes and steamrolls the whole way through a game, but
It
it's
doesn't
getting
really
the job
matter,
done.
eh?
It's not about
There's more than
how
2
you're
ways to
doing
skin a
it.
cat.
That's right. It's just about getting there. So Matt Harms will take this one 5-5, but winning in pinfall 253 to 215.
All right, here we are with winner of that semifinal match. Now advancing to the final, Matthew Harms. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so played Derek Holm. Another match very much similar to your quarterfinal match where it was a 5-5 tie, but you had enough points in there with a 253 to 215. So just overall, thoughts on the match, how'd it go for you?
It was nice to get off to that good start, taking a couple frames right away. Then had a little bit of trouble early on, and he had a bit of a run going. Then unfortunately, he had that untimely head pin in 7, and I had a bit of a run going to go home strong and get enough points to survive the 5-5 tie.
Yeah, you had your 5th frame wrapped up here in the 8th, so then by that point it was just a matter of knowing that you needed to stay alive for enough points.
Yeah.
Like you said, you had the triple there at 6, 7, 8. You did have a punch though in 3 and 5, so I mean a little bit, but then a big 3 there. Derek comes back and wins the last 2 frames, but like you said, the 253. So hey, it's a big smile. You're into the finals. You don't know who you're up against next. You got either Greg DeGrazia or Rylan Willier. Any thoughts on either one of them you're playing?
I know for sure either one of those is going to be a hell of a match, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, right on. Well, congratulations, Matt. You're into the finals.
Thank you.
Right on. Matthew Harms, everyone.
All right, that concludes our first semifinal match. We had number 2 seed Derek Holm playing Matt Harms, the number 3 seed. Matt Harms came out on top. We had another 5-5 match. Matt happened to win on score, 253 to 213. What was the tale there?
Yeah, you know what? This one came down to they both really threw very similar games. There was lots of strikes on the board. There was also lots of head pins. Unfortunately, Derek's the one that had more head pins that game and just couldn't come out to pull out the win.
Yeah, it's all about the timing of the strikes, that's for sure.
That's right. Where things were strung together and where those head pins fall into the mix. And that was the deciding factor this round.
Okay, who do we have in our last semifinal?
In our last semifinal, we have Greg DeGrazia, our number 12 seed, going up against Rylan Willier, who's been on a dominating performance this tournament.